My project is researching hybrid Bermuda grass in a cool season climate. We're trying to extend the growing season into the fall and then wake it up earlier in the spring in order to use it on athletic fields.
So the purpose of my project is to find ways to save water. In my research, we saved 60% of the water we were applying to the Kentucky bluegrass and still maintained a really green color on the hybrid Bermuda grass.
We've been instructed to make things more beautiful, and we've been instructed to take care of what we have and use the resources that we've been given. As I've learned more about the earth, I think I just care more about it, and I want to see it thrive.
I feel like a lot of times we kind of separate out like our temporal responsibilities and kind of separate that from the spiritual aspect. It's really empowering when we can link those.
Once I decided to switch into this major, I found like I fit, like I found a place where I belong. People I relate to and enjoy spending time with, and something I enjoy studying and working on. And that really changed, really improved like my connection with God, because I feel like He knows me and He knows like my personality and everything about me. He wants me to succeed. And so I feel like He led me in a path where I was able to find something that fits. This major allows me to learn a lot more about kind of how the world works and how plants grow and how things get built out in the real world, how things are planned as well in communities. And it really gives me an appreciation for people who put all that time and effort to get those things done, and also motivates me to work hard and to become one of those people that provides other people with a great place to be outside with a great landscape to be around.
The Food and Care Coalition was donated supplies for a hydroponic farm, and they approached BYU to help them build that farm with the purpose of filling their produce gap during the winter.
Most of our food is donated from the community. You may have some things in excess, and you may have things that you really need that don't get donated.
There's a term, food desert, where we talk about people who are maybe in the middle of New York City or maybe even Provo, where they don't have easy access to fresh produce. And so this allows us to put a farm anywhere.
Hydroponic systems generate a large quantity of produce. We're talking about relatively small spaces that make large differences.
We've spent the last year building out the system, purchasing all the seeds and fertilizers and pumps.
All these systems are designed out by the students. Students have volunteered their time to come out over the last year and be assembling all these parts. And then the initial crops of plants that were seeded were seeded by students. These lights produce 16-hour days, 365 days a year. And that allows us to have consistent harvests every 14 to 21 days.
Here we are in the BYU hydroponics greenhouse. We installed very similar systems to these into the Food and Care Coalition. It's because they had a need for fresh fruits and vegetables all year round.
The area where the students are able to really shine is being able to say, we have this set of goals and we have this really small amount of money. Now figure out how to make that work to change lives.
The students that were involved here were deeply committed. They spent hundreds and hundreds of hours of service here. You could see their passion for hydroponics and passion for helping other people.
Today, while I was here, the chef came in and he was smiling and he was happy to show the volunteers where to harvest and what to do, and it was really exciting.
My mom was a single mom with 9 kids. To be able to have fresh fruits and vegetables was really a struggle for us. It was just an expense that your family couldn't afford. We're really grateful for the BYU team reaching out to us and offering to help us with this project. I really don't think we would have been able to do it without their help.
As a BYU student, getting the opportunity to design a farm for people in need in my own community really feels like the fulfillment of BYU's motto. Going forth to serve doesn't necessarily mean I'm leaving and going somewhere else, but stepping outside the boundaries of campus and providing something that people need.
So on my mission, I actually met someone who graduated from this program. She really did just sell me on it. Just since coming back from my mission, I feel like it was such a blessing that I just kind of stumbled into it. I never would have gotten here if it weren't for my mission and for just the little things that God has planted in my life to get me here. And it's been so cool this week as NCLC is going on that I've been able to feel those confirmations daily. It's been really cool to find people who have common ground. The connection of God to the earth and his creations is the same with us as his children. He takes care of us, you know? The most minute things in the earth are related to God and his love for us. And it's been incredible to see that.
I remembered in high school, we'd had a class about sustainable landscapes. I thought that was super cool. And then a talk in one of the general conferences a few Octobers ago was about like sustainability over the earth. I thought that was super cool. So I was looking more into that. I started it last semester actually, and I've loved it ever since. It's been awesome. It's been a huge testimony builder to see how everything connects and how it all works together to be better for us, and it's all made for us. So it's up to us to take care of it, to keep it going. I've definitely learned patience. Plants take a long time to grow. Things take a long time to be installed and to look how they're supposed to. And then just like how there's a plan for everything. Kind of like other Christoffersons talk about the gardener. Like, I'm the gardener here. I'm in a trees class right now where we go out pruning, and I'm like just thinking about that talk every time. Like, I'm the gardener here. I know what I want you to be. Sorry I'm chopping you down, but this is for your good. So I love that.
We're in the mouth of Rock Canyon. We're blessed to have such a treasure so close to campus. Some really exciting things have happened in cooperation with Provo. This year, the Trailhead Park update was all completed. We've been able to establish a conservation easement here.
For the past year, me and a small group of students have identified and collected wildflowers throughout the Wasatch Front, and our goal is to create landscapes that require much less water and are therefore much more sustainable. This cheatgrass, see, it's all of this purple stuff. We want it out before the seeds drop. Cheatgrass makes us vulnerable to wildfires, whereas this stuff that will stay green obviously protects against raging forest fires.
So every weed that you pull means there's more water and other resources for the wildflowers. We have agreements with the Forest Service and Provo City that we can collect wildflower seeds on their property. Unfortunately, right now you can't go to the store and buy them. So we have to collect them from the wild, and we clean them and store them. We do research on them.
To help restore this area to its full glory, back to a native landscape that requires less water and is more beautiful. There's such a community that loves this space, including myself. I grew up in Provo and I love the canyon.
My dream is that the native grasses and wildflowers and shrubs will be thriving, that people can see more wildlife, see more butterflies. We need that connection with nature. I think it's a spiritual need for many of us.
So kind of random, I love math. I love problem solving. And I started out studying mathematics, but I thought I would go on to architecture school. And I just didn't really understand that I could be an architect outside. In my opinion, being a landscape designer is just solving problems and helping people at the same time. I think that God is the perfect designer, and it's really inspiring for me to go out into nature and see how it's been designed for us. And when I design, I try to channel that. I pray for the people I'm designing. I try to find something that will help them connect with nature and connect with their families. And I think that connection and building those spaces and those relationships really teaches me like how God loves the earth and how God loves his people. There's a lot in our major that doesn't come very naturally to me. And as I've been able to study and find help through the people around me, I've learned that I don't have to be perfect, but as long as I'm trying to give my best effort, as long as I'm trying to connect with the people around me, collaborate with them, then we really can all work together and work with God to find a solution.